Hello, and welcome back to the show, the podcast where we bravely stare into the abyss of reality and then complain that it's moving way too fast. I'm your host, Maple, and today we are tackling one of life's greatest scams: why time felt absolutely infinite when you were a kid, but now a whole year just disappears faster than a free donut at a math conference. I mean, seriously, remember those summers? They felt like entire lifetimes, right? Now you blink, it's suddenly Happy New Year again, and your back hurts for some mysterious reason. It's a universal feeling, and it's not just in your head. Well, okay, actually it is entirely in your head. So that's the big question for today, my friend. Is the universe actually hitting the fast-forward button on us? Or is there a little con artist living between your ears that's messing with your internal clock? And yeah, spoiler alert, it's your brain. Your brain is a liar. A very, very clever, very biological liar. It's not malicious, it's just ruthlessly efficient, and your sense of time is one of its favorite little corners to cut. Okay, so let's just get this out of the way right now. Time itself, the physical concept, is not accelerating. Einstein checked multiple times. The crime we're investigating today is happening entirely within your own neural pathways. Because psychologically, time isn't something you perceive directly. It's something your brain kind of invents on the fly, like reality-flavored fan fiction. So let's look at the evidence, shall we? If we're going to accuse our own brains of temporal fraud, we'd better have a solid case. And our case rests on 3 key pieces of evidence. All right, Exhibit A, our first piece of evidence in this case against the brain. It's all about one simple, powerful concept that pretty much defines your entire childhood. And that concept is novelty. Think about it. When you're young, everything is new. The first day of school, your first crush, the first time you realized thunderstorms are just nature's awesome drum solos. Your brain is just drowning in new experiences, and it has to work overtime to encode all these rich, detailed memories. All that heavy processing makes those periods feel incredibly long when you look back. And this slide just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? The childhood brain is this meticulous archivist, logging everything. Then you fast forward to adulthood, wake up, coffee, same commute, same emails. Your brain basically goes, yeah, seen it, logged it, minimal storage. Less novelty means fewer memory markers, and that leads directly to a compressed perception of time. Now for our second piece of evidence, Exhibit B. This one builds right on that idea of novelty, and it explains the strange paradox of why a fun vacation can feel longer than a boring year. It's all about something called memory density. And here's a fun, if slightly depressing fact. Time doesn't actually feel fast while it's happening. It feels fast when you look back on it. You judge how long a period was by how thick its memory file is. The flipbook analogy is perfect. A year packed with vivid new memories has a ton of pages and feels long. But a routine year, it has like 3 pages, and your brain just zip files the whole thing. And this brilliantly illustrates the holiday paradox. That 2-week trip to a new country, it probably flew by at the time, but looking back, it feels like it lasted a month because you created so many unique memories. Meanwhile, an entire year of routine can feel like it just vanished. So the crucial point here is, no, time isn't flying. Your memory archive has just become aggressively minimalist. And now for our final and most biological piece of evidence. This isn't just about memory. This is about the literal hardware in your head. Your biological clock is losing FPS, or frames per second. See, when you're younger, your brain processes sensory information incredibly fast. You've got a high frame rate. But as you get older, your neural processing, your metabolism, everything slows down. Your internal camera's frame rate drops. Just look at this breakdown. The younger brain has a high internal FPS, faster neural firing, higher levels of dopamine. The result? The world feels like it's moving at a normal pace. But the older brain, lower FPS, slower firing, less dopamine. The world outside hasn't changed a bit, but because your internal processor is slower, the world feels like it's on fast forward. You didn't lose time, you lost FPS. Okay, quick pause in the investigation. We need to talk before another year disappears while you're deciding whether to subscribe. If you're enjoying this explainer, do the algorithmic gods a favor. Subscribe, leave a review, or send this to that one friend who is still convinced it was just 2019. No, it was not. Every follow helps this show survive in the brutal attention deficit ecosystem of modern media, which ironically is also why time feels so fast. See? The theme is everywhere. All right, back to the case. We've reviewed the evidence. It's time to deliver the final verdict on your brain's temporal shenanigans. So the next time you feel like time is just sprinting past you, remember, it's not the universe, and it's not even aging itself, not really. It's your brain optimizing storage like a lazy but brilliant engineer, just trying to save energy by not recording the reruns of your life. But here's the good news. Because this is an inside job, you have some agency. You can fight back. Break your routine, actively pursue novelty, learn a new skill, visit a new place, and create what psychologists call temporal landmarks, distinct memories that serve as anchor points so the years don't just blur into one long beige smudge. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to give your brain new material. Go do things that force it to pay attention and hit the record button. Make your life's flipbook so thick that a year feels substantial again. And speaking of brilliant engineers, huge thanks to our producer, FireflyHaku, the only being capable of bending time by editing this explainer down to a reasonable length without violating causality. Seriously, if time is a neural illusion, FireflyHaku is clearly running with admin privileges on it. And thank you for listening, for giving me a slice of your rapidly accelerating life. Spend it wisely, or don't. Your brain probably won't remember anyway. Until next time, stay curious and stay skeptical. And if this whole explainer felt short, well, now you know why.